Hello students, let's read the problem. And it says, the graph below shows the time the robber used to solve 50 problems on the STAR test, in which interval the robber solved 5 problems per hour. Okay, so let's see. Let's find keywords, right? Well, I can see interval right here. And in case that you don't know what that means, interval is the space between either two objects. In our case, it's going to be the space between 2 points. Okay? What else do I have in the problem? Well, I see a 5. And this 5 is the problems that you do. And then it says per hour. What does it mean by per hour? If somebody says per hour, then I'm hoping that you think of 1 hour. Okay, so notice how the question is already giving you the answer. So we're not looking for like an exactly number as an answer. I'm actually gonna go backwards here. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to write down the answer that is given to you. So this one says 5 problems. I'm gonna write it like that. Per hour means in 1 hour. Okay, now I want you to go back and look at the labels that are given to you on the X and on the Y. So problems, which is here, it's the Y. Is that correct? Okay, now what about the X? Who's X? X is the time, but in hours. Okay, now the reason why I'm asking you to write down and identify the labels is because now I know the problems is the Y, is that right? And the hours is gonna be my X. Very good. Okay, so look at the line that is given to you. This one is not exactly a straight line. I see like a piece of lines that are going in a little bit of different directions, right? For example, the first interval, which is labeled A, it's only from the 2 points are 0, 0, that's the origin, and it's gonna stop at 1 and 10. Is that right? So that's the first interval that I'm gonna consider. Now, in order for me to find how many problems he did in that little time, we gotta look at the 2 numbers that are given to me. So I gotta look at the 1 and the 10. And again, I'm going like that because I started at 0. Is that right? So what I want you to do is think about rise over run. If I'm gonna look at the problem from the rise over run point of view, okay, then first of all, I'm gonna check on the intervals that I see on the Y and on the X. So if you go from a 0 to a 5, this is not, it is 1 square, but it counts by 5. And that means 5 problems. So I want to reach from 0, 0 to this point. And of course, we don't go straight. We go kind of like going either up or down or to the right and to the left. So this one is going to be 5. And 5 makes how many? 10. And 10 is actually the problems because that's the Y. Now, after that, I'm going to go to the right. Now, I want you to be careful because even though I do see 2 squares, it's not counting by ones, it's counting by 0.5. So from here to here, it's 0.5. But then from there to the last point, from the next point is going to be another 5.5. So how much is this actually worth it? Or how much is this going? 1, and it's 1 hour because it's my X. So that's not what I'm looking for. I want 5 hours, 5 problems in 1 hour. So this one is actually 10 problems in 1 hour. So that's not my answer, and this is interval A. So let's do the next one. I'm gonna do still rise over run, and now I'm gonna go from the point 110 to the other point that is here, the coordinates, which is coordinates 2 and 30. Very good. So I'm gonna go, same thing, I'm gonna go up, and don't count by ones, please, count by fives. 5, 10, 15, and 20. So in the next interval, he actually did 20 problems in how many hours? Well, from here to here is 0.5, and another 0.5 makes how much? This is another 1 hour, okay? So in the interval B, he did more problems. He did 20 problems in 1 hour. So that's not what I want. Let's go to the next one. So now I'm still gonna count by fives. So this one will be still rise over run. And in this case, it's gonna be 5 problems. And how many hours? Well, it's 2 boxes, right? But in reality, it's only 1 unit, which is 1 hour. Okay? And I'm gonna erase a little bit so that we can see the actual C, which is the interval for that. So what do you notice right now? What did I find on this case? It is the same, right? My problem gave me 5 over 1, and this is my C interval. Is that right? It goes 5 problems up, 1 hour to the right. Okay? If you're wondering if the last one works, let's do it. This is 5 and actually 10 problems, and this will be 1 hour. Okay? So interval D and A are exactly the same, right? Okay, very good. So apparently it looks like my answer is letter C. But what I want to do is I actually want to work it out using the formula of m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x of 1. I need to choose the 2 points that are in the interval for C. Is that right? So I have one, which is 2 and 30. The other point I didn't write it down, but this one is going to be a 3 and a 35. So we'll write it down here. 3 and 35. Let's write down labels here. So my labels are x of 1, y of 1, x of 2, and y of 2. Let's circle this, because remember that's my numerator, right? So y of 2 is 35 minus 30, and x of 2 is 3 minus 2. Okay, so let's work it out. What's 35 minus 30? It's a 5. And a 3 minus a 2 gives me a 1. So what do you notice here? I got exactly the same answer, right? And again, remember that the y has to do with the problems, and the x has to do with the hours. Very good. Therefore, my answer for this should be letter C.